Good morning, happy Monday. Happy back at it. Great morning. I've done nothing yet, so it's not that great, but great morning. Try that. Turn up a little bit. Try that. Turn up a little bit. Sounds okay. So let's see what we're dealing with here. We're up 83 in our Elite Trader funding. We took a trade last night. We're actually up another trade, 172. But I was fooling around with a sound thing. I didn't really notice, and it came back down to break even and took me out. So would have been a good trade, but didn't happen. But oh well, it's not the first time. Won't be the last. I'm gonna try to get my little links put in the chat. It's 47 contracts sitting down at the 700s. There's 34 at 75. So, do we pump up to 75 and then move down? Could be. Seems like what it could do. And there's 24 contracts at the 690s too, so I think we do a little pump. And I think we head down. 9's holding us down anyway, so we get up a little higher and fail. Get up around 75. I think we'll be looking to take it down, downtown. Double bottom is the only thing, but kind of swept that little low, so you never know. This could pump yet. So there's a fair value gap on the 15-minute, so we'll see what happens there. Fair value gap on the 15. So we'll see. See what we get. $7.50 till the close of the next 15-minute candle. 2.44 until the close of the next 5. Do we push up to the 75 first? 775, take it to 34 contracts, and then start looking to go down? That's what it looks like. So we'll see. And all the way down at the 700s, there's 47 contracts sitting there. So that could be kind of our drawdown. There's also a pivot point down at, where's it to? Down at the 704s. So are we going to get the 75s, I wonder? Definitely could. I like to get the 75s first before entering. I like to get up there. Take it at 34 contracts. Then try to move down. Keep riding down to 9. But not 100% sure, but that's what it feels like. $21 still new hourly candle, so we got time for us to fool around before it starts moving, picks a direction. So let's see. I need that push up first. Need that push up first before we go short. I think we're gonna get it. I think it's just baiting in shorts before it pushes up. I could be wrong, but that's what it feels like. Feels like it's gonna push up then. Everybody gonna get long. And that's when we're going short. Starting to push. 33 contracts at the 75 now. So we'll see. $7.30, this market's going to start moving anyway. Very soon. Very soon. Oh, should turn off my camera, I guess. Smoking. It's a good thing to do. Live. $62s need to push a bit more. Oh, excuse me. Seconds till it closes the 15-minute candle. And I'm back. So let's see. Do we push to the 75s for this 33 contracts sitting there? I think we do. Then we look to move down. Fair value gap on the 15. New 15-minute candle now. Should push. Should push. But we'll see. I don't really want to get short until it hits the 75s. Up around that 75.80. 33 contracts sitting up there, 10 contracts at 80, 12 at 70. But then we're looking to take it down. There's 47 contracts sitting at 700s. So I think that's where it wants to go after that. If I can get over the 9. Let's try it. Almost seems like they're just baiting in shorts and then they're going to push through them. Between the 70 and the 80 is kind of where we want to get to. To get up in that fair value gap on the 15. Fair value gap on the 15. Bait and shorts. Almost seems like they're going to push this fast and take it those shorts. When they push it, 17 after. New hour in 13 minutes. Or 12:20. I think it's got to take it all that first. Maybe it's going to wait until 7:20. And then move up, take it everything. Then start moving down. That's my hypothesis. That's what I think is going to happen. Could be wrong, obviously. Could always be wrong. Could be right too. What do we got left here? Minute 20 until 7:20. See if we push up around then, up to the 70s, 80s. We look for a rejection there and look to take it down to the 700s, where there's 47 contracts sitting down there. That's what I think. Pat, what are you at, buddy? What do you think, Pat? Going up around the 70s or 80s? The only reason why I think that draw 300? Oh, down 300. So what are you thinking, like down to the 4 somethings? I think you're kind of right. I think down 2. That's what I'm looking at. But I definitely think we get a little push up over this, up to the 70s, 80s, because we do have a fair value gap on the 15. And now the 9 on the 15 is coming right down into it, so I think we get a little push up to that. Then I think we do, yeah. I think we go down. I really do. Like, there's 47 contracts at the 700s. And I think that's just going to be a start. Like, I think it's going to be a down morning after it goes. I think it's just baiting in some shorts before it pumps through them and then runs down. But we'll see. But happy Monday, everybody. Back at the market. Loving it. No news today, though. I don't think so. I don't think we got any news. So, but I do think, like you said, it's going to be a down day. Yeah, we don't have anything. Well, this little bit of whatever, but I don't think that's going to be anything. that's not really. I don't think it's gonna mulch. Well, it's not even ending. Maybe I should refresh it. It's all small news. It's not going to be anything special, I don't think. But yeah, I do think down. I think it's just baiting it a few shorts now for it pops between the 70s and 80s and then starts moving down. Or it could just dump right now, but I don't think so. I think it's gonna sweep everybody before it goes. We'll see. We will see. What is that on the 15 anyway? What's the bottom of this? Fair value gap. On the 786 or 768, sorry. I think we go higher than that. The 9, just above that. Yeah, so that's, yeah. The top of it around, top of the fair value gap is around 75. We do have those contracts sitting there. Would you look at there? Got 5 minutes until new hourly candle. Well, 4 minutes and 20 seconds. So that's definitely going to do something. I think we pump up here first, take out these contracts. Then when a new hour comes in, I think we're moving down. I think we're moving down. See this little squeeze, probably up to the 34. Maybe when this gets down a little more. The 34 is right here. 34 EMA and the 9 EMA are the ones I use. They get touched a lot, and they, like, look at the 9. Once it gets below the 9, it just hangs there for the longest time. I was thinking about it the other day. I should start just trading the 9. Wait until it closes above and then get out, but it always rides down to 9. And normally when it pumps out, it goes up and touches 34, then rejects or pumps through, all depending on how strong the market is. But normally just rejects and goes back down. $240 until the new hourly candle. I think that's going to make a difference. Still got 34 contracts sitting there. Just needs to squeeze. Get up that fair value gap on the 15. Oh, Pat, if you don't know, if you're still here, what are you at is Newfoundlander for, how's it going? Unless you're from Newfoundland, then never mind. We're getting that push a little bit. Quick squeeze, hopefully. I'm good. I'm a better talker than typer. Yeah, I'm about the same. Yeah, I definitely think we get up here first. I don't know why I had that up there. I want to see us around this area before I get short. Alright, from the UK. Awesome. Well, I'm from Newfoundland. It's the other side of the pond. Just the other island. Actually, my grandfather's side is from England. I want to see us take those contracts at the 75s first before I get short, but 7:30 now. Look, a little squeeze up first. Come on, move up. Yeah, we're gonna go up before we go down. Need that little push. Then we got to watch it react to that 75, 80 area. We want to see it get slapped down a bit, not just push right through. Hit the 9 in that 15-minute in the fair value gap. That's what we're looking for. Let's just see if it gets a little higher and see our reaction. And if we just start failing here, probably the next 5-minute candle, we might push a little bit more and then start losing some steam, and we'll get short. See if we can ride this down. Pat said down 300. I don't think he's wrong. What was I looking at earlier? On the hourly, it's order block down at the 643s, and something else I was looking at too. On the daily, yeah, we got Fair Value Gap down at the 500s, so it could be a down morning. I think it's on this one too. On a daily here, we got like kind of this line I drew it in earlier, kind of like down here at the 435s, kind of like a little, might get a little pop down there. So I'm gonna watch that too. Contracts, 35 contracts, still sitting at 75, so if it gets up here, it'd be kind of like a little head and shoulders on the 5-minute on the ES. So you got to be careful too. Going short too early. Just waiting for that little pop, eh? Just needs to pop a little bit more. Get over that. 10 contracts in the 80s. And 75s. We got 35 contracts now, so. Like that little squeeze. Just up to the 34 EMA. Get stuck there. New candle. Grinding up there. I think we're gonna get it. It's just gonna be a slow process. Just friggin' around. Almost seems like it's baiting a little bit again. Trying to bait people in to go short before it moves up a little bit. Enough to take them out. There we go, we're getting up there. Never took him out yet. Still sitting there. $35 seconds till new 5-minute candle. I want to take it to 75s first before I get in. 35s. Yeah, 35 contracts, but the 75s. I don't know if we're gonna do it. Got 17 contracts at the 80s now, 35 at the 75s. I definitely think we take that out before we move down. I'd like to see it push up through and a quick wick down. What happened to my other candle here? It's weird. Unless it's just so flat, it's nothing. I don't know, strange. Gotta see this push. 3 minutes till a new 15-minute candle. I don't know. Then we would have to go through 15-minute fair value gap again. Is that going to happen? You know, we're on the bottom of it now. Probably going to, unless it pushes through now and it comes back down. There's 2 minutes left, 220. That would be fine. If we close below it with the new one too, are we really going to push up to the 70s? or the 80s. I don't know. I don't like when the market does this anyway. It kind of like starts stalling. You know what it wants to do, but it just jumps back and forth and stays in one spot for a long time. It's like, just do it. Just go and take it out. Right? What are you sitting here for? Because it's getting more people going short. That's what it is. They're already in short, and then it's going to bring it up. And if they got a 10-point stop or something, it's going to take everybody out. That's what they do. Take them all out, then it goes down. I've done that so many times. Oh my god. Too many. I don't know how many accounts I'm after losing like that. Keep trying to get long or trying to get short, and the market just keeps going in the other direction, and you get in long again or you get in short again, and before you know it, account's gone. That's mostly the way I normally lose money, is either going against the trend or just being stubborn and not thinking, oh, well, maybe I should just leave it alone. Maybe I shouldn't keep getting in. Maybe I should go with the trend then if I keep getting tore up. I'm trying to get better. That's why I stay away from the open and that now, because New York Open is just too crazy. And you don't know when Trump's going to tweet or something that he doesn't like something, or he's putting tariffs on somebody, and it's like, oh my god, and the market moves 50 points and you're in a trade and you're up and then it's gone. So I get nervous with that stuff now. I used to love the Open. It was my favorite. New York Open, man. Or London Open too. I would wake up early here. It stays around, I think it's, what time is the London Open here? I think it's 3:30. 3:30 or 5:30. I can't remember now. Oh my god, it's been so long. Yeah, London always dips, and it's like first fair value gap off London Open always seems to use to play. Well, it used to play out. I don't know if it still does. I don't look at it very much anymore, but it used to always play out. You could always make money off it. What we got left? 340 on a 5-minute. I just don't feel like it's ready to go down yet. I mean, this is all just baiting. Could be wrong, it could dump, but I don't feel like it will. I don't feel like it's going to leave those contracts up there, sitting there. If it closes down below by the low of this candle, it could actually, because it touched fair value up into 15 twice, so why wouldn't it want to go down? We still got 2 minutes left on this candle, so let's see. See if we get that push. Time's at 10 to 8 here. So $130 left. I don't know if it closed down by the low. I might take a short. See how this candle finishes. Still got our 33 contracts at the 75, 12 at the 80. Now we got 30 contracts down at the 740s too, so I don't know. Back below to the 9, close below the 9, 20 seconds left. And I am thinking down. How does this go? ES trying to push back up. What do you guys think? You think we get to the 80s? Or you think this just turns over now? I can't shake that feeling, man. I think it goes up first. I want to get short, but right? I can't get that feeling out of my head. We take that liquidity first, up at the 80s and 75s. That's what it feels like. That's what it feels like. What is this? Right, 'cause that 15-week went down all the way back to the bottom. Now it's wicked all the way back up. So I think it goes to the 80s. But anyway, I'm going to run and grab a coffee. So you guys watch this. And if I missed the trade and you guys get it, just put a LOL or something in the chat. And say you're a fucking idiot. You should stay over here too. I'll be right back. It did nothing. Nothing changed. My wife bought me coffee. God love her. Come on. 35 contracts at the 75, 17 at the 80s, and another 17 at the 70s. Just need that squeeze. We got 6 minutes till new 30-minute candle. 5 minutes. This could be it then. This could be the pop we were looking for. New 15-minute candle in 4 minutes. See this just start going up, right? Getting short up around the 80s and just keep running. Be funny. Well, it wouldn't be funny, but it'd be annoying. But I don't think it does. I think we sweep 80s, maybe 84-ish, and then I think we come down. $220 left on this candle. Nice if it did it now. 130 left on the 15. I don't want that 15 to go above the fair value gap and stay there and close above it, making an inverted fair value gap, because that would make me nervous. Then I'd be like, okay, well, what's I got to do before it pushes back down through that, you know? Oh, thanks to everybody using the code too, Take Profit Trader. Really appreciate it. It's awesome. If any of you guys are using it, I don't know if you are or not, but if you are, thanks a lot, man. It's a huge help. And Elite Trader Funding, there's a link there too. They always got 80% off all the time. They're probably like Apex, just probably better rules. And they're always 80% off or 90, like all the mostly 90. It's like 1650 American, so it's like 20 bucks Canadian or something like that for an account, which is crazy for a 50k when they have their 90% sale on. It's an 80% sale now, so I think it's like $33 for an account, so it's like 50 for one Canadian or something like that, or 40 something, 46 maybe. But yeah, if you use the link in the chat if you need any of them, or if you want to try them out, they're pretty good. I don't mind them. I trade. That's what I'm trading right now. I trade them all the time. But Take Profit Trader's the best, obviously. The best one you can get. They had that deal on when you get your test fund, or your test refunded to you after you get your first payout. And I got some accounts before they had before the sale was off. I'm gonna see if I can get those up and get them passed. I can pass them. That's not a problem with passing them. I can pass Take Profit Trader all the time. The only issue I got with Take Profit Trader is when I get to my pro account and I just can't seem, like, the way I trade, I normally hold for a long time. Like, when I get in a trade, like I get a good setup, I'll hold it and I'll wait and I'll go through some drawdown, and I'm fine with that. I'll be down $300-400 bucks. But with their trailing drawdown, it's so hard to, like, you know what I mean? If you lose 400, then you're down, you're up 500, you come back down, and it's like, oh my god, it's like, it just ruins me. So I gotta just, whenever I get $200 or $300, take it off right away. That's what I'm gonna do from now on. I'm gonna look for some Harami setups after I pass these and just trade Haramis, because it's close. You look for 10-20 points quickly, in and out, and that's it. It'll save you a lot of headaches. Some people try to go big size and just try to pass it in one day. They'll go like 5 contracts, 6 contracts, and just wait for their setup and just go in. But with these markets, summertime markets and everything else of that, you're not going to get that all the time. You're not going to get you're just not going to go your way right away, as any of you watch my videos see all the time. So you're going to want to be more careful. Like, that's what I figured out anyway. So if you do get any of those accounts, just watch after you pass them, just be careful in your pro account. You get 200 or 300. That's what I'm going to do anyway from now on. 200 or 300, get out. 200, 300, get out. If it takes me 2 or 3 days to get up over the buffer, who cares? You know, it takes me a week to get over the buffer, who cares? If you have 5 Take Profit Trader accounts, fund it and pass, then up over the buffer, you think about it, you're getting, what are you getting? If you make $250 a day, or say $500 a day, right, in those accounts, after you're up over the buffer, like, keep building up small over the buffer. But once you get up, say if you had 4,000 over, you know what I mean, you're up, and you just start taking out or making 500 per account a day, it's $2,500 a day. You know what I mean? You can make every single day, and even if it's 2 or 3 or whatever, it's times 5, right? Like, whatever it is. So, you know, you're laughing. It's just easy money. That's my plan anyway. I don't know if it's gonna work, but it's what I got planned. That's what it seems like in my head. We're getting up there a little bit. 11 minutes on that 15 candle, so that's fine. I don't mind if it gets up over the fair value gap now. Got lots of time for it to squeeze back down. Squeeze up and drop down. We're gonna take it, those contracts sitting there. Or are they gonna move them up? Hopefully don't move them up. Because that's what they were doing last week. They kept moving contracts up and down all the time. Just drawing everybody up more. Time we got 8:05. This is definitely a slow Monday though. Even like for the pre-market. Normally it's not this slow. When it's slow like this, you gotta be really careful. Don't get excited and trade too early. So you blow accounts. And I have literally blown hundreds of accounts. I don't, more than hundreds. Maybe close to 1,000. At least, yeah, oh for sure. Had to be 1,000. Blown a lot of accounts. But I say you get better. Blowing accounts. Ironically. Right, you blow accounts and you get better at trading. It's like, oh, I want to do that again. And then if you do it again, you're like, oh, God, I gotta learn from this. And it just makes you better over time. And you can't do it with paper trading or anything else like that. You got to do it with live accounts, because if you paper trade, and it doesn't mean anything. I remember when I first got into trading and just look at paper trading, dude, I'm up 20 grand today. This is nothing. Who can't do this? Right? So my son was young at the time. He could do this, no problem. But yeah, when you get into the real money, that's when it's like, okay, it's not the same. How come I'm not making 20 grand like I was doing last week? But everybody goes through the same thing. We're all at different stages of it, but everybody goes through the exact same stuff. The only thing nobody tells you is, if you don't quit, you're gonna win. Like, you're gonna get better, and you're gonna, right? If you learn from your mistakes, try to either write them down, or if you lose enough times doing the same stuff, you're gonna learn from it. But if you don't quit, eventually you're gonna get good, and it all depends how long it's gonna take, but you're gonna get good. And once you get good, you know, it's gonna start clicking. You're like, oh, I can't do that anymore. I don't do this. I don't do that. I wait for this. I wait for that. Before you know it, yeah. Six minutes and 30 left on the 15. This contract's still sitting there, sitting at 75s. to see it pop through that. Pop through and reject it. Start trying to move down. Excuse me. You got left, okay. 5:40 until new 15-minute candle. Definitely want to get through it now. We push to the 80s. A little bit higher. I like to do it now because I don't want the 15-minute closing above that fair value gap. I want it back down below it. Like a nice wick on the 15. So I'd like to push up now. 80.81. Three minutes left in the 5-minute. There's our pop. Now let's see the wick. $235 left on the 15. I definitely don't want to close above the fair value gap. $657 contracts down at the 760s. Probably would have drove it up. I'm going to take a short here. We're going to see. I'm going to try it out. Did we get our pullback? 130 left on the 5. That's the only thing on the 15. Makes me nervous. I would like to see it back below that VWAP, or fair value gap, sorry, before. Only thing that makes me nervous. I'll put a little stop up here. And we'll see. 45 seconds till the close. I want to see it to pull back now. Ton of contracts down at the 60s. Let's see what happens. Doesn't want to take that high first. Ugh, it's gross. It doesn't matter. Either way, it's still a good trade. So we'll see. I'm going to kill this camera for a second because I'm going to have a cigarette. And I don't want anybody to have to see me smoke cigarettes. Because I think it's gross myself, but I'm working on it. It's a work in progress. I normally just vape, but I don't know. Lately, these markets, I've been smoking. Now we're going to see if our hypothesis is right. And if it's wrong, that's okay too. It's alright to be wrong. You gotta take a shot sometimes. Only I'm thinking now, there's a lot more contracts to the downside than there is to the upside, so probably should have waited until it swept this, I guess, but you never know. We'll see how it reacts up here at the 800s. Maybe we'll get it again. Only thing I'm really worried about here is all of these equal highs up here at the 820s, up at the VWAP. Doesn't want to go there first. I don't know. But I think it looks down. Watch for the reaction of it down at the 60s if it goes down, because there's a lot of contracts sitting down there. 656 contracts at the 60s. So if it really wants to go down, that's the area I'd be looking to not really get out, but see what happens. Like I said, even if it gets down there, because there is a lot of liquidity sitting up here at the 820s. Like, there's a ton of it. But maybe it sweeps down first, takes all that out, then moves up to take that out, then down. I don't know. Like I said, if it gets stopped out here, it's totally fine. No big deal. But there's a lot of contracts sitting down there at the 760s. Makes you wonder. Three minutes left on this candle. $7:45 till new hour. If we push up through this, I definitely think we're looking for this up here. All these equal highs. Should have probably looked at that. I wasn't paying attention to that. But 656 contracts down at 760s. I don't know. A lot of liquidity down there. And there's not that much up around the 810s, up around where those equal highs are. Is this a bear trap? or a bull trap, sorry. $5.20 left till new hour. New hour candle's gonna move it for sure. If we start squeezing up, I'd be definitely looking for the 820s or up to VWAP. Four minutes till new hour. Let's see. 656 contracts down at the 760s. 34 contracts at the 89. Right where we're sitting. 230 until the new hour candle. If we push above this, we're going to the 820s. All those equal highs. Probably going to the VWAP. The VWAPy. Let's see. $9.45 before we have any kind of slight news. Not really news, I guess. Yellow folder. $45 seconds left. $655 contracts now, down at the 760s. What do we get? Squoosh. Do we go for the 760s? Coming back down to the fair value gap on the 15. They invert it now. Do we push down through it? Big draw in liquidity to the downside. See how it reacts at the 5-minute fair value gap. So needs to push right down through. Get through the 9 and the 34. I'd like to see it push right down to the 60s quick. Probably take it off down around there if it gets down there. Because I think it'll be a reaction there. If it gets down there, like I said. It's a lot for it to get through to get down. The 9 EMA, 34 EMA, and that inverted fair value gap. It's kind of bouncing off it now on the 15. My God. Right, got that bounce off of it. This could be up. All depends how it holds. Push back down into it. Still got all those contracts down there. $2.20 left on the 5-minute candle. Can we close down by the bottom of the 5? If we close down by the bottom of the 5-minute candle, I think we're definitely getting our 760s. ES popping up though. That's not great. Right, bounce right off that inverted 15-minute fair value gap. That's what I was worried about. Like I was watching that earlier. I didn't want to close above it. I wanted us to go up to the 80s, 82s, 84s, and then get back and close below that. But I went short anyway because I thought they might be just trapping a lot of bulls and move down. But then I seen all those equal highs over here. So I was like, oh, shit, I didn't see that. That could be, they might want to sweep all that up to the VWAP before it goes down. But either way, like I said, if we lose this trade, no big deal. Doesn't matter. We'll only be down probably 100, 200 bucks. Not really worried about that. Then if we get up to the VWAP and we start struggling, can't get above, and we sweep all that, then I'll be looking to get in short. Again. 50 seconds left on the 5 minute. If we can close down low. Have to close down to low. Still got all those contracts sitting down there. Got contracts bouncing around down there. 56 contracts, 80s, 75s, 70s is moving it up and down. So maybe they're trying to draw it down anyway. Now they're gone. I don't like the bull flag that's forming. I don't like that. I like to see it pushed down. But like I said, whatever. It is what it is. The market loves liquidity. Three minutes left on this candle. Close down below this wick. Be nice. Still got our contracts down there to 760s. What does the market want here? $150 left on this candle. Need to close down here somewhere. I'd like to close below the 34. That'd be awesome, but you know, it's a lot to ask for. Even close below the 9 would be good. Bounce back up and touch it, and then get down further. 45 seconds left on this candle. Need to dip hard, hit off that fair value gap, invert it again. So do we push through this time? Excuse me. A lot of contracts still sitting down there. 760's got 655 contracts. More contracts to the downside than there is up, so gotta close below that 9. Five seconds left. Push down. Closed at it, I guess. It's a good sign. Got to get through that that fair value gap on the 15. I don't like that reaction. Could be just trying to shake me out though, so like I said, as of right now, I'm fine with my stop loss, fine with my take profit. I don't care if I get taken out, it doesn't matter. If it does, I'll look to re-inch up around the 820s to get short again if it gets stuck up there by the VWAP. But I think we do go down for all that liquidity at the 760s. Bounce off that inverted fair value gap on the 15 again. That's why I really didn't want to get above that. Be the third time I touched it if it goes down again, so maybe it might go through it. $150 until new 15-minute candle. If we can close below it, we're laughing if that happens. liquidity down there. I don't know. Just push down. Just go. Go now. Quickly. Close. 30 seconds left. Close below that fair value gap. And then we're laughing. Then we definitely got to push down. Come on. Do it. Just do it. It's okay. Just do it now. 15 seconds for the next 15-minute candle. It's at the inverted fair value gap again. Can we squeeze down? Can we do it? No. It's closed right at the bottom of it. That's a good sign. A lot of liquidity down there. Not the bottom of the inverted fair value gap, but the bottom of the 15-minute candle. And it's right at that inverted fair value gap, so they took off those contracts down at the 760s. That's unfortunate. Now they're going to put them back? It's the only question. Yeah, let's see what happens here. Oh, it's really bad they took them off. That really blows. But could still squeeze down through it. .34 EMA holding. Trying to hold. $145 left in this candle. Need to close below the 34. We got any chance? We do have a lot of equal lows down here too. Need the ES to push down through. They're both below the 9 now. It's got to get through the 34. Quick little dump. We're not looking for much. Another 10 points. Pretty much through that inverted fair value gap on the 15. 10:45 left until that closes. 40 seconds before this closes. Needs to close down below the 34. Quick dump to the 61s. Or 60s. That's where that liquidity was sitting. There's 26 contracts at 740s now, but all the 665 that was there, or 55, or 56, are gone. So it's the real question here. Will we get down to that 61? Close below the 34. Down below the inverted fair value gap. A lot of liquidity sitting down here, down around the 50s. See how we react. Turn off my camera for 1 second, guys. Might have to take this off if we keep struggling here. Yeah, that might be it for us if it doesn't push down. Trying to give it a bit of room, a bit of time to get that dump. Only concern I got is 8 minutes till new candle, or 7:20. What is it? 7:25 until the new 30-minute candle. So it might push back up before it goes down. So I don't really want to be in it if it does that. I like for it to go down and take this now. But I don't want to be a dick for a tick, you know what I mean? Like, I just like to see it drop quick. Sweep these lows. But if we close up like this, I think we definitely get a little squeeze back up, so I don't want to be in that. They moved the 693 contracts down to the 700, so that's encouraging. Now I'm debating on whether to move this down or not. Do we get this down here, I wonder? Is this just free fall? if it does and it gets past the 60s, then we'll probably just put our stop down at the 60s. Worst case scenario, we still get what we wanted. But if it free falls, then we're good. We're through that inverted fair value gap now. $14 seconds left on this candle. 10 seconds. I'd like to dip down now, quick. At least down by the 50s, closed around that. Give it a second in case it wants to pop a little bit. That's our 60s. Oh, it took off the contracts at the 700, so probably gonna move this down now. Right? That's what I'm saying. I was nervous of that. Oh well, still not bad. We're up 347 in our Elite Trader funding. We're up. What is this? Apex? Oh God, my mirroring wasn't on, so that's always nice. Should have made a bit more on that one. And we're up 134 in our Take Profit Trader ones. We got one up 1800, the other one we just opened. So never traded at 25k yet, so I'm not too worried about that right now. Yeah, but that's unfortunate. Didn't have the mirroring on, but it's only 100 and what is it? 141 bucks, so we're not too worried about that. We didn't really sweep much down here. We're 3 minutes from closing, so we close below that inverted fair value gap. We still got 26 contracts sitting at the 740s too, so I don't know if we set up a little bear flag here. You know, there's this just like this maybe. Don't know. Kind of basically in a range anyway, but probably should be happy we got what we got out of that, but okay, so we're only in 4 in this one. We're in 4 in our Apex, and we were in 8 in our Elite Trader. I thought I was 8 in all of them, so I was wondering what's the price difference? What the hell's going on here? Yeah, I was only in 8 and 1. It makes more sense. So 16 on that one, and this one is going to be also 16. Now I got everything on. only got one account in it. Okay. Okay, that's not too bad. What do we do here? I wonder. Get a little push back up to around the 80s and then come down, or do we just go up to this and come back down up to the 34s and the 9? Like I said, we got 26 contracts sitting at the 740s. Not really much to the upside. And that would be the low. And now do we just trap a few people, pump back up, take them out, trap a few people, pump up, take them out, and then go down? Or do we just dump right down through it? This little fair value gap here too. Right, and that would be nice to come back up into. Just above the 9 to 34. Be kind of a good spot to look to get short. Bring us down to our 40. What's this at? Liquidity sitting up here. 730. Not really. 10 or so contracts. So nobody's really waiting to get short up there. Well, it's 14 contracts now, so could be trapping more shorts here. I wouldn't get short right here anyway, because just because it's right above the 50, I'd like to get a little pop first. If it goes, it goes. Pivot point down at 704s too, so those pivot points, man, they're like magnets. The market loves them. Love to get hit. Another one to the upside, up around, where are we to here? Up up around the 830s. And there is all that liquidity up here that I think we're going to get back to, probably once anyway. Up around the VWAP. But I do think we go down today. It might not be till open, but I do think we go down. Still 26 contracts sitting at the 40s. Right down at the low. And if you're enjoying the stream, please like and subscribe. Hit the notification so you know when I'm on every morning. Do it Monday to Friday, every pre-market. Not a lot of people doing it, so I said, well, why not? Why not come on and trade the pre-market with everybody? And we're getting some more subscribers, so hopefully soon. Takes time, right, to build everything up, but hopefully soon. Now we swept all this. Is this where we head for the 820s? I don't know. 820's got 15 contracts sitting at it, so it's not a lot. There's more liquidity to the downside. Or does it want this before? Plus, once we get to 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to give away some 50K Take Profit Trader accounts. So that's the gold. Did I say 1,000? No, 500. God, 1,000. I'm a little excited. No, 500. I think we're at 433 subscribers now, so once we get to 500, I'm going to give away some Take Profit Trader accounts. And if you need any accounts to Take Profit Trader, before that, please use code JW. It's a big help for me, and it's a help for you. Take Profit Trader is good. Well, they're the best. They're the best out there. Take Profit Trader. Been around forever. They don't have all these crazy rules like everybody else. All you gotta do is pass, and then get over the buffer. And then you can get daily payouts. It's like, can't get much better than that. Down to the 50 now. Do we get to the 40? Feels like we do. New candle, 5 minutes and 20 seconds. That might be our push down. If we stay down the low of this 5. Little indecision candle. Probably gonna pop. Maybe not. Seems like normally we get those, we get a little pop up. Maybe up to the 9 EMA. $30 contracts down there at the 40 now, so see if we get that push. Especially if we close down, there's 3 minutes and 45 seconds left on the 15-minute candle. If we close down at the bottom of the 15, I think we definitely get that push. So we went down through the 50 once, now we're going down to the 50 again. It's really slow this morning. It's like a slow market. There's always slow pre-market, but normally it's got a little more pizzazz to it. Today it's just, I don't know, up, down, right? Oh, I'm going down. Oh, up again. It's just trapping everybody. It's like these little 10-point pops, right? What is that? 46. 60, right? In between that candle, and it probably moved up twice. And this one here is 49, 56. Probably gonna pop up to 60. Start, you know what I mean? If you're in a mini or a couple of minis, 10 points, $400. You know, it's easy to get tore up trading like that in these kind of like slow and just wicky markets. And it's not even that wicky. It's not that bad. Like in some mornings. It's like this over here. It's just crazy. Right? And all this nonsense. I'm trying to stay out of trading markets like this, where you just got all these wicks and that. But it's hard. Like, even consolidation, like here, it's even kind of consolidated in a way. Like, this is kind of consolidation. It's moving. You know what I mean? But still kind of consolidation. But, you know, like if you're... Some mornings I get chewed up, or I used to get chewed up a lot with consolidation when the market was moving a little quicker. I was like, oh, this is going to be the break it, and then it comes down. Oh, this is going to be the break it. And, you know, or, oh, it's going to dump now, and it comes back up, right? I've done that many times. And it's hard to recognize sometimes because the market looks like it's it looks like it's moving, like up and down a lot, but it's not, right? But I'm not really looking for huge moves right now anyway. 10, 20 points. I just want to get down to the 38 area so we can see what's going to happen. Are we going to start squeezing back up? You know what I mean? It's going to be close to the close of that candle when it does that. and dip down a little bit and then continue up, or is it going to be closing at the bottom of that candle, wake up a little bit and start moving down? Like, that's the things I look for. Like, that's why I'm always watching time. Like, time is, to me, time is how the market decides what it's going to do a lot of times, and how it reacts at 9, 32. That's what I do in my head anyway. I don't know if anybody else does that, but that's why I'm always curious about exactly what time it is, how it reacts at certain times, how, like, when it's 10 to, you know what I mean, 10 to 8 or 10 to 7 or whatever time it is, or 20 to 7, whatever. 20 to 7, sorry, 7:20. I look for a market to kind of turn around a little bit, because a lot of people have been going short or going long, and then when it gets around 7:20, it kind of sweeps a lot of them before it continues, I find anyway. So that's why everything's so much time based with me. Now that could be just in algorithms too. It could be all the algorithms doing that. I don't know, but like we were saying earlier here, it could push back up to the 9. You know what I mean? And then just start going back down. Or now maybe it closes up around here and goes right to this little fair value gap and starts moving. You don't know, right? Market gets sketchy. But that's how my mind works anyway. Before, when I used to first start trading, well, not first start trading, but when I really got into time, I used to count the first, like, count 5 seconds and see how much the market moved in that 5 seconds to see if it was going to be choppy or not, because that would tell me, like, if it was moving 20 points in 5 seconds or 15 or 10, like, okay, well, this is pretty fast. Like, I don't want to get with bigger size with this market moving too quick. Now I just go smaller. I go probably like 4 micros or something like that. Gives you a lot more room and keeps you from blowing up, because I've done it enough times going in with minis when the market was moving crazy and just getting destroyed. Like 4 trades, $500 count gone. So I was like, I gotta get away from that. I can't keep doing that. And when the market's really pumping and really going good, like even at the open when I used to trade it a bit, I go in with 2 or 4 micros. Most of the time 2, and then I add after it picked which direction. And with 4 micros, it's not hard to make $1,000, $1,200 when the market really starts going. And like, say if it sees the high and it starts going towards that high, and you get another 2 more, you know, and then when it gets up there, it might bounce around a little bit and then push through finally. It runs, you know, 50 points sometimes, and you can make good money. And then if you just hold it, if the market really is dire to go in that direction, it'll just keep pushing and keep pushing and keep, and then you just use your 9. That's what I used to do. Use the 9 then, and then once it closed below the 9, then I get out. But until then, I just stay in. It's only 4 micros. Or if on a take profit trader, I can only make 1,500. So once I make 1,500, I get out. It's all different little ways. $135 left on that 5-minute. So if it closes above the 9, I think we definitely go to that little fair value gap on the 5, and then probably push down to our 38. Or do we squeeze to the 820s then? We got 17 contracts, 27 contracts at the 45 and 47. So we don't really have much going to the upside. One minute left on the 5. Breaking. What is Trump saying now? I'm going to lead a movement to get rid of mail-in ballots. And also we're at it. While we're at it, highly inaccurate, very expensive, and seriously controversial voting machines, which cost 10. Oh, okay, well, we're not getting to that. So he's getting rid of it. Right, we close up at a high in that 5-minute candle. Push back down to this wick a little bit, and then look for this. Bunch of bounces out to 50s too as well. Yeah, I think we do. I'm gonna try one anyway. Should try it on all of them, I guess. We're gonna see. I'm gonna stop down here. I think it squeezes through this up to here. Not that there's any liquidity up there, it's just kind of got that look. The 9 EMA on the 15, and there's a fair value gap on the 15. Up around the 66s. See if we bounce off that little wick and move up. I normally don't like to go long below the 9. Just kind of got to look. And again, could be totally wrong. Either way, it's fine. $2.20 left on the 5. What's the 2 right up here? Why is that still sitting down there? Do I have that on all of them? No, just that one. So let's see what we get here. Looking for a squeeze back to 73. Might not get it, but if we don't, that's okay. $1.10 left on this candle. You have to close up above the 9 for this to really work. The green candle, the green line, 9 EMA. One minute left. It could actually work. But you gotta get through the 9 and the 34. Like I said, we swept those lows down there. So now do we sweep the 820s? We're obviously not looking for 820. $25 seconds left. Got to close up high At least above the 9. Probably a little early on this trade, but I was just thinking where that fair value gap's up there, wouldn't it just squeeze? Like, wouldn't it just run back up quick? I don't know. We'll see. Not above the 9, but we're at it. Dip down a little bit again and probably run again. Or just squeeze. Hopefully just squeeze. But we'll see. Point of control on the ES is all the way up around the 480s, so let's see what we get here. Is this going to be a little squeeze? The only thing our 773 take profit is going to be on the high side of that fair value gap, so that's something that makes me nervous. So it needs to squeeze. Like, it wouldn't be no good for it just to, I wouldn't trust it just crawling up. It needs to just squeeze, pop up, take out our 73, then it can turn around and do whatever it wants. We want to see that. That would be our best case scenario, I guess. And also it would be up in the valley area low, that area, so only thing I'm really worried about a little bit higher, there's 9 EMA on the 15. It's almost at it now. So I don't know if we're going to react at that or push through. Plus we got 3 minutes until 30-minute candle, or 220. So if we're going to do this, I'd like to do it quick. $145 left in a 5 minute. Get up to that fair value gap, and then we see it react, hopefully. I'll at least get up there first. Really? Not gonna take it out. I'm gonna take that off. Oh, it hit that one. Didn't hit this one. Oh, it hit this one. So it was only this one that didn't hit. I gotta make sure. I had a friggin' buy order sitting there down low on one of them. I did that before. I blew a lot of accounts like that. 1 minute until 9:30. We're in a fair value gap on the 15. But this looks kind of squeezy. We do have a lot of equal highs up here, so be careful if you're trading it. Just want to go to the 820s. Still kind of feel like up. What do we got here for contracts? It's not really much. It's not anything really exciting. 740 still got 27 sitting there. But this almost feels like it wants to squeeze. Now that it's back above the 9 EMA and the 34 EMA. Right below the value area low. Got VWAP up here, which is always a draw. And we got all that liquidity above this. I don't say it's a ton of liquidity, it doesn't seem like there is, but I don't know. Depends now. If we push down below this, below the 9 and 34, can we close below it? If we close below it and pop up a little bit, then I'd be looking for a short. But if we just push down to, like, say down to this wick and start moving back up, I'd say it's going to be long. Right? Like, you know what I mean? Sellers trying to push it down, but buyers are taking it right back up. I don't know. Right, this wick right here. Come down, do a little bounce off that. 250 left on this candle, 5-minute candle. I know there's a fair value gap on the 15, but for some reason I still feel like we go up. Feel like we're up. But, like I said, I've been wrong before. Could be wrong again. It could just push right down to this, down to the 38. And continue on down. 52 contracts at the 700. So, what are we doing here? Close down below, down by the low. This 5-minute. We're up 5.38 in our Elite Trader funding. 200 and 150, or 300 and 150, and 300 in each one of our take profit traders. So it's good. It's good for this crazy little bit of trading. But we only made 2 trades. ES trying to push down. Well, so is the NASDAQ, I suppose. 130 left on his 5-minute. Where does it close? That was a couple of sketchy trades, though. You know what I mean? They were right, but they could have been taken out at any time if the market. But just the way the market was acting, that's why I took those trades. Like, it was being really cheeky. You know what I mean? It was freaking people out. It was like dipping down, like it was gonna dump, and it would pop up, and Just seemed like it was doing a lot of manipulating, more than it normally does. So that's why I took those trades, because I thought it was just going to continue, and it did. My favorite market to trade is when it's actually like continuation. Market just does what it's supposed to do. It just goes really nice, smooth, slow, but not too slow. Right, close down by the bottom. So 720. Yeah, you're probably right. Well, we got a 720. There's not much contracts. Well, it's 12 contracts. But there's 52 contracts at the 700, so I think... But 720 is a good target. But I think we close down at the low of that 5 minute. Might bounce back up to the 9, the green line. But yeah, I think it's a good target. Are you in short now? And if you are, where did you enter? Or are you just saying you think it might go down there? Yeah, 52 contracts down there. 31 contracts at the 742. So... Oh, you're in one micro? I wish I took your trade. Yeah. Well, listen, my trade didn't. It worked, but you know what I mean. It's sketchy too, right? Like they weren't safe like my normal setup. They were just like, I think it's gonna do this, and you know. Oh, you're in at 53s. Oh, okay, yeah. Like we might go back to the 9 a little bit, but I think you got the right setup there. We're definitely going to the 40s anyway. The 40s got 30 contracts. There's 20 contracts at the 35, 10 at the 30s, so yeah. And then 52 contracts at the 700s, right? So we could just slowly, it might just dump a bit, but then it might just grind down to the 700s. Because we got time, you know what I mean? We got, what do we got here? Yeah, definitely. Right before the new, we got like 20 minutes, 22 minutes before we got a new 30-minute candle. So this could just grind down all that time. Could dump quick too, but yeah, I think it's a good target, my buddy. I like to see this move quickly though through the 38s, like start actually, because the 50s, 50 keeps holding here, but like I said, might retest the 60s a little bit, like the 59s. But yeah, I like to see it like this candle here again. Like we got 140 left. I like to see it close down here or past the 38s. And then pick up some speed and get down to the 20s quick. Because it might get a little bounce off the 20s, but I think it'll be, if we got 55 contracts now sitting at the 700s, you know, it might take a little while to get there, but I think that's where we get. Especially smart, you're in one micro, so you got lots of room to let it move a little bit. So if the contracts stay down at the 700s, I'd be pretty confident. Especially now, like we kind of got this little head and shoulders set up here, right? We're kind of back down at the neckline, so realistically, let's say 790s to that, so it's 40 points. 40 points from there brings us down, right? And once it starts moving, especially if it's a head and shoulder setup, it'll really start moving, and we'll get there pretty quick. Just got to stay below that 9 EMA. You gotta watch the ES too. ES is pumping over there a little bit. But now, ES goes a little crazy. It's actually crazier than the NASDAQ. You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand that. How the ES is crazier. Look at it. Just going up and down, and it's got all these, a lot more wicks. You know? It's the same 5-minute candles. Like, how is the ES moving more than the NASDAQ? Like, blows my mind. But there you go, right? And that's what I was saying. Like, it wicks down so fast. So this might just rip down. Yeah, but I think that's a good trade, Pat. Just got to get this drop down here. Head and shoulders. No worries, man. It's a good call. We can stay below that 9. And we've got a head and shoulders set up. So even kind of on the 15, we got a head and shoulders. So if we can close down at the bottom of this 15-minute candle, we got 3 minutes and 28 seconds left on it. It's a high probability we're probably going to push down. At least to the 700s, because that's where there's a pivot point too as well. So we're right about the right time of day now for something like that to move us down quickly. Let's see if this is going to play out. I think it's going to. Bounced off the 9 a couple times, and we bounced off the 34 pretty much, so need a quick reaction down past the 38. And we got a fair value gap on the 15 that we bounced into. We got into a couple times and pushed down off of. I want to see this squeeze down now, sweep these lows, and just continue. We got a lot of equal lows too on the hourly, down by the 38. There's like 4 candles down there, so once we get through that, there's 4 wicks down there at on the 38 on the hourly. So I'd say that definitely would be a draw. Well, there's 2 wicks that it hasn't really swept yet, but the other 2 were kind of swept. Fucking ES is the crazy one. ES keeps popping up. I don't even know why. When did the ES become crazier than the NASDAQ? You know what I mean? ES needs to get back below the 9 and the 34. 50 seconds left on this candle. NASDAQ holding though. For now. this push down now. Yeah, there's more contracts stacking up down to 20 at 35, 27 at the 30, 26 at the 715, 55 at the 700. So might pop a little here, but we're down below the fair value gap on the 15 comfortably. Might go up a little bit to the 9 on the 15, but if I was a betting man, I'd be thinking down. Obviously not financial advice and all that stuff, right? That's what I'd be thinking. Get below the 38s, I think we move quickly. New 15-minute candle. Here's the bottom of that 15-minute fair value gap. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it really does. ES keeps pushing up. The 9 and the bottom of that fair value gap is kind of at the 766s. So as long as we stay below, say, this area. But yeah, the ES keeps pushing up. I don't know what the hell's going on with the ES. And I mean, it's really pushing too. Like it is gonna go. I think it's a good call. Right? The ES just the one that keeps pushing up. Nasdaq's trying to stay below. You know what I mean? It's staying below the 9 to 34. ES is above it, and but I think this is just a little trap here. It's like kind of like a little bear trap, or sorry, a bull trap. I think when this does go down, it's gonna go quick. But the Nasdaq definitely wants to go down. Now, nothing's guaranteed with futures. You know what I mean? This could pump 60 points, right? But I don't think it's going to. But you're in one micro, so it's not too bad. You know what I mean? We already kind of put in a lower high, so see if we can get this down. ES needs to go down. Crazy. Fucking ES, man. It's going crazy. I would have been done a little while ago, but I want to wait and see how Pat's trade turns out. I hope it works. You could, but like I said, it's up to you, obviously, but it looks like it could go down. But yeah, it's, like I said, entirely up to you. You know what I mean? Trade how you feel, right? How your instincts tell you what's going to happen, right? I'm saying there is a lot of liquidity to the downside, right? Like there's 27 contracts at the 40s, there's 20 at the 35s, 27 at the 30s, there's 26 at the 15s, 55 at the 700s. But like I said, you do you, man. Don't let anybody else tell you what you think, right? Everybody trades different. And you can always get out, and then if you see a better opportunity later on, get back in, right? Just in case it pops. You know what I mean? You could be careful. Better safe than sorry, man. That's what I always say. It did touch 9 EMA here on the 15 and the bottom of that fair value gap. Does it push down now off of that, or does it get up in it? We don't know, right? You got to be careful. $245 left on that 5-minute candle. We need to start pushing down now. Like you want to see it start going down, but ES won't fucking pull back at all. I don't know what's going on with that. I think it will now that it's swept this little high, but you don't know. ES is all amped up. But with 220 left, I'd like to see this candle close down around here somewhere for the new candle to start moving down. Like I said, Pat, there's only one trade, man. There's lots of trades, right? If you don't feel like it's gonna go your way, don't even bother with it. Get in on the next one. It's a good idea, man. I think if that ES gets back below the 34 and the 9, I think we start getting something going here, but I'm amazed at ES, man. I've never seen the ES act like this. Or I just haven't been noticing, I suppose. But it's getting really amped. I think the NASDAQ wants to go down. I think. That's what it looks like to me. It's got a little wick now on the 15 coming off that 9 EMA and the fair value gap. Again, that doesn't mean anything. You can push back up there and close that. We've got 5 minutes and 45 seconds left, so. Yeah, Pat, but you're probably right. If the ES keeps pushing, man, what do you do, right? $30 seconds left on this candle, the 5-minute one. We are going to close below the 34 with a wick, hopefully. If it closed below the 9, then I'd be more inclined to say, oh, okay, that's better. But now we are getting close to the 10 o'clock, 30-minute candle there, so kind of make me a little nervous. Do you have anyone to talk to you? What do you mean, DM? Like, not really when it comes to that, right? Mostly just chat on stream. Chat to you, Pat. You're the only one I'm talking to. Oh, email chat. No, I don't. I've never even done it before. Should set up a Discord or something later on. Once we get more people on. Well, we got a few people, but we need to get more. Everybody get chatting there. That's what everybody else seems to be doing anyway. I hate typing. Yeah, no, I know what you're saying. Drives me crazy too. You need to get set up where you can just speak to it, right? And then you don't have to worry about typing. Right? I know. But yeah, man, I think I'm going to have to call this here because I got a few other things to do. I didn't really get up very much today. We didn't do too bad. We got 538 in our Elite Trader funding. We got 300 and 150 in our Apex. And we got 300 in each one of our Take Profit traders. So still not too bad. It's a decent day, right? You can't really knock that. If you need any accounts to Take Profit Trader, please use code JW. I can't talk. JW really helps. And Elite Trader Funding, there's a link in the comments. If you need any accounts to them, they're good too. 80% off like all the time, or they got 90% off. So it's dirt cheap. Looking to stream, but only if I can help people. But thank you. I'm looking to stream, but only if I can help people. Thank you. Oh, that's awesome. So you trade a lot, Pat? Like, have you been doing this long? I have, not very good. Yep. Well, it's hard to get good. It takes time. 8 or 9 years. Wow, eh? I don't want to keep you typing, because I know typing gets on your nerves, but, how do you, what do you normally trade, like, for setups? On and off. Okay, yeah, well, that's the thing, right? I've been doing this now. I started in 2016. Trading stocks, and then as everybody else, I didn't go to options like a lot of people do, but I got into crypto when I was in college, and then I got into crypto in college, and then I got into futures after I got out of college. But I realistically, I've only been doing this probably 2 years, like futures, and I haven't really been profitable yet, to an extent that I paid off everything, my tuition or anything, for trading, right? But it takes time, man. Everybody's different too. It's all, you know what I mean? You don't, some people, they get into it, man, 2 years, they're cleaning her. They're making 40 grand a month and stuff like that. And good on them, you know what I mean? Anybody can make money. Awesome. But like, you know, it's always been a struggle. I always had that, it's all psychology anyway, but I had a few accounts over really good, and I always try to build them up too much, but now I think I'm going to start taking some profit first. but I always try to build them up too high and then have a really bad day and go on tilt and then just wreck your accounts, right? And everybody does it. You know, I don't care who it is. But you're doing it smart though. You're trading like 1 micro. Is that what you trade most of the time? 1 micro? Or is it just in the morning? Oh, smart. Smart way to do it though. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. It's a smart way to go. Well, it's just me and you left here anyway, Pat. So, I'm going to duck out, dude. And, I don't think I'll be back on for the Open, New York Open. Because, you know, it's too crazy for me anyway half the time. And Trump might tweet. He makes me nervous after I blew so many accounts when Trump started tweeting. But, hopefully I'll talk to you again tomorrow, man. Hopefully you come on every day. Hit the notification. 1 micro. It goes 60 to 70 ticks. Then 1 micro. And move stop to break even. Yeah, no, that's perfect. Nothing wrong with that. I'm telling you, man. 1 micro, 2 micro, stuff like that. You can friggin' make money, right? There's people out there, man, got past accounts and all they trade is micros. Like, all I'm trading right now is micros too, but some guys trade like you said, 1, 2 micros, and there's less risk, right? Risk is the biggest thing. Like if you don't have risk management, like I do to an extent, but like I'll risk 100 or 200, whatever. But I generally can make it back now because I've been doing it long enough to understand it. But you know, some people like they have none, right? Yeah, you have a good day too, man. And I will talk to you tomorrow, Pat. Take it easy.